Hello, Cancer. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you saw my posting in the community or on Twitter about readings becoming a little more sporadic this month because I need to pay for my car that quit running and my new van. So I'm taking advantage of somebody on vacation at work this month, well, two people, and working extra shifts. So readings will be a little more sporadic for the rest of the month. Page of Wands, this talks about really studying yourself, understanding yourself on a deeper level, and then taking the initiative to move forwards on that transformation. So there is justice in the reverse and strength. Okay, this justice in the reverse, are you removing the distractions from your thinking? Are you too fixed in your ways? Really look at anything that's distracting you, anything that's, making you feel off balance, anything that is just a reaction. You're not acting out of thinking about the situation, you're just reacting to the situation. So this can be about an actual injustice, but to me, this is more about the way that you're thinking. There could even be some sort of dishonesty with yourself or some sort of imposter syndrome going on, where you feel like you're not qualified for something even though you are. So there is a decision that's going to benefit you in the long term, but you might need to change your ways. You might need to listen to both sides, or to look at what is distracting you from thinking deeply on this situation. What is distracting you in general, and take that out of the equation so you can think clearer. The Strength card here, this is talking about having patience, having compassion with yourself. It talks about overcoming your struggles. You're needing to tame what's going on here in the physical world with yourself, like your thinking. Tame your thinking and pay a little bit more attention to your higher guidance, to the spiritual side of things, to your emotional side of things. And we've got this Four of Swords, which says the same thing. It says take the time out to think about it, to think about where you're out of balance in regards to your thought process. Where are you feeling like you're like you can't give in and you're kind of rigid in that thinking process? Really look at that and why you're like, oh, I can't do that, or I can't do this. Is there an actual reason, or is it just the way that you're thinking? You think you can't do this, you think you can't do that, either because of imposter syndrome or because of something else. So the root of this situation is Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles, this can be like actual lack, like debt, poor health, things like that, lack of a job, which leads to debt, leads to not having good health, because you can't, feed yourself properly, nutritiously. You can't give yourself a bath, to prevent diseases or go to the dentist or whatever. So there's this lack situation or this lack mindset. Because Five of Pentacles, it can be the actual situation or it can be the mindset. And Five of Cups, this is an emotional lack situation. Something where you felt betrayed, you felt it didn't work out. There was some sort of emotional hurt. Or maybe it didn't work out the way that you thought it should. or the way that you wanted it to, but it partially worked out. It just worked out more in the favor of the other person. Something like that. So there's these 2 5 situations, but the 5s lead to 10s. So you're thinking about this, and this moon in reverse. Okay, so when I say you need to think more of it on a spiritual level, this moon in reverse, this can talk about that sort of, it talks about confusion and sometimes like fantasy, like being in too much of an inner world of the imagination, a fantasy world, and not grounded in reality in your thinking. So, like these difficulties, and things like depression, confusion, substance abuse, these things get in the way of your ability to see what's really going on and to think clearly. You're needing to use your intuition. You're needing to find this middle ground, to find this, where you're in uncertain circumstances. You need to let go of the fear, to let go of the fantasy, to let go of the self-defeatism and the self-doubt, and face the situation. And this page, when you're studying it, hopefully this page is going to help you do that. Okay. So really take a look at your thinking around the situation. Because the 5 of Cups, there's 3 that are drooping here, but there's 2 that are still upright. There's always 2 that are still good. Okay? Just remember that. It's not totally a lost situation. Take a deep think about it, okay? Have a great Friday. Bye.